but they don't quite topple it. All right, I think on the flip side, we're going to see 16-14s. I genuinely think it's going to be close. And as ENCE get things underway, it's actually Mal to entry. Spinx, he trades now double right. Spinx and XNS exchange closely, gets into the 3-on-2. And well, there are no delays, there are no stoppages to start this pistol round. Spinx, he has control of the bomb though, but as malbs gets that member, malbs is able to double down, and just like that, another tough start. And as dycha deploys a kind of a bit of noise, he goes into vent there. That actually supposed to see Woodon's taking the fight. But doto for 1, XNS trades for 2, but dycha out from vents there is able to open up the position. PRT left in a 1 versus 2. He knows that both members are going to be in a position to try and fight him, and instead Hades dancing around the site is caught out by PRT now into the 1v1, and with the last player up in heaven, PRT actually expecting this now as he starts to dance around this angle, waiting for Snappi. Sees him in the position. Snappi able to get the kill though.
TeamOne, they're going to go down secret, where I believe dycha is going to be ready and waiting.
Well, he is. That first kill comes through. It falls into a 5-on-4, and dycha, I love how he's actually going back into the vents now. It means that he has an angle to work with, and while he doubles down there, PRT falls. He's being swarmed from all angles. malbs eventually finishes him, but the damage should have already been done. Snappi, he's already holding for the rotation, and while he sees the first member, it's messy, but he gets the kill. It means that he continues to pummel TeamOne, but Maluk, that kill onto the Dupreeh of Hades, means he can then follow up with Spinx now hiding in ramp. Can he flank Maluk? And if he gets this kill, well, no worries with ifs or buts. He is taken down, leaving doto in the 1 versus 2. And as he tries to drop down, he'll be running into the awaiting arms of XNS. Not that it matters as Maluk reveals himself. Doto, though, with a bit of a flank onto him there, and Maluk just not seen in this process as he's caught out. Doto in the 1v1, but there's no way he expects the player to be here, surely. Oh, he does! He swings into XNS! Can't quite get the kill. And just like
this little bit of an A-pop that is going to seem imminent. Let's see how ENCE can hold.
Spinx is messy for the first, but he's able to deliver. Taking down the second means Doto's deagle's good for malbs. And while pesadelo goes through the smoke, it's so messy, but Doto able to survive. Means that as Maluk goes through the smoke, Hades is there. Lurks. So we see 1 HP all the time.
Yeah, we do. That's such a weird one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely crouch peek there by malbs. Yeah, no, I'm actually not too sure. Is it bad that I don't know the damage?
I mean, yes, you'd know it if it leaves you on 1 HP. I know deagles can sometimes do it, but we didn't see deagles that round. We just can't consistently see 1 HP. It's really weird.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, for anyone in the chat, do let us know. I keep an eye on the chat, so I see what you're saying. And if you do know a weapon combination that can leave you on 1 HP that you see in like standard rifles, let us know, because I do not understand it. We've got PRT though, who's left in a 1 versus 2, and as he goes out from double doors, that bomb is not planted, so he definitely has a tough position to work with. While he gets ready for a follow-up, let's see if he can take an engagement. Nope, Hades just finishes the job, and just like that, we've got a lurk into A now. Spinx mollied out of position. He actually sits so the flames can't see him, but in the process, he'll see the players in mini swing into him. And with that, XNS is the first to fall. Doto coming out of vents also taken down. malbs now able to chime in, and for the first time in quite a while, we see a man advantage for TeamOne. Snappi deploying util to try and delay the plant from sight, but as he swings out, PRT is good for another kill. Hades in lobby has got a player in the form of malbs kind of close to his position to worry about, but for now he should be safe. PRT though on this vent, is he wallbanged? So far no, he isn't. Instead Hades needs to be wary of the flank coming his way. He doesn't react in time. malbs for the first, leaving dycha in the 1 versus 3, and he realizes that it's a fruitless endeavor, and instead he just backs off to save the AUG, giving TeamOne their 5th.
A fruitless endeavor, and well, dycha looking for... What kind of fruit would he be looking for? Grapes?
I feel like grapes are the symbolic ones, aren't they?
Yeah, the same page there at least.
I'm glad we got TeamOne who looking for a bit of a controlling outside, but Maluk from above is able to shut down dycha, and with such an aggressive position, it's going to be so hard for Doto to really fight him, but through the smoke he's good for 2, and well, why fight the enemy when you just predicted their location? Hades, who's already waiting for the swing on Maluk, that's an S who is in garage, doesn't have an angle to work with, means that he might see Spinx here. I don't think he does. He doesn't, and with that, pesadelo, who was good for 1, will only be good for 1. ENCE go 8-5 up, confirming it.
It's like, okay, right, I'm going to take this out and see if I can pack a punch.
Well, on outside, dycha. Oh, he's so fast. XNS does trade. Doto called into action, instantly there on the trade. And as they try and swarm him on A, instead he swings out. Pesadelo and PRT both exchange blows with PRT delivering, but Snappi's auto. It's only good for one before he's killed.
This will already be heading down B. Pesadelo needs to be careful. There's a little bit of damage. Needs to not go down here though, or at least take the fight and needs to win it. Gets the first. Help is arriving, but dycha with a lovely shot there. As now it's into a 3v3. Actually, alright, malbs wasn't checked, but they went back for more. And all of a sudden, it's all down onto XNS.
You blink and you miss it. ENCE in the 3-on-1, they instantly finish it. And 4
stickers on that Mac 10, and let's see what dycha can do with it. Pops out the hut. Oh, 2 lovely kills as we see maluk drop onto the site with the op. Needs to be careful, needs to react.
Ooh.
Oh, is pesadelo to find Spinx. It's all left onto Hades into the 1-on-2.
As he swings out, he sees the first member. He's got a nade for them, and maluk needs to be careful with this. Oh, it tags him, but it won't kill him. Doesn't have the lethality he may have hoped for. Instead, they swing on him. maluk gets the kill. TeamOne make it 7. And
towards ramp, where ENCE already here.
Ooh.
Oh, maluk needs to connect that shot. Won't be able to. Oh, another missed shot, and Spinx will find malbs. Now TeamOne are in a little bit of trouble.
maluk, he's good for another, but Spinx instantly there to trade, puts it into the 4-on-3. And Pesadelo, once he's caught out, he's in so much trouble. Hades, he falls. He tries to deploy the splash to continue some kind of reign here, but with Snappi's kill, it falls into the 3-on-2. Spinx, that smoke is insane, because what it does is it baits TeamOne into thinking that he's just not there. And while he holds for the swing, XNS will lead this charge, joined by PRT. Both members caught out. As for Spinx, it's a very clean round. The Israeli player.
And this is going to be a difficult one to get back. Spinx, he's going to try and get the bomb plant down. PRT goes for a little bit of spam. Won't be able to connect, but maluk starts things off with a lovely kill onto Hades.
So he does trade, leaving us into the 4-on-4. And as we see maluk get a wonderful shot onto dycha there, it falls into this 4-on-3. Snappi sits by Tetris. Spinx to get the first kill. Does he expect the second man? PRT already in a quite a strong position. As they flash there, push forward. malbs for the first. With Spinx and malbs to exchange blows, leaving it all onto Spinx in the 1 versus 2 now. He hears the players drop. He knows the first is going to swing on him. XNS does so. He falls now. malbs, can he stick the defuse? No, he can't. Into Spinx. That one
really just ran away with it. TeamOne only winning 1 round on the CT so far, and that's just not enough.
Well, Pesadelo is good for the first. He turns 180 for the second there. Really strong start now. With maluk able to shut down Snappi. Nothing too extreme, though. Swings out. Another attempt at damage. He too falls. All onto Doto. 1v5. And I tell you what, Jack, I think TeamOne, they live to fight another day. You can tell we live boring lives as casters, can't you? But he's caught out by the deagle. XNS, he's able to trade onto 2 other members.
On plant here, I'm interested to see what post plant positions ENCE go for. So max load plant, and well, we see TeamOne. I like that. Just being a little bit cautious, just being very aware that there could be somebody underneath silo, just looking, lurking maybe to find a kill. But now Pesadelo needs to find this one. Oh, nice headshot, playing a awkward angle for PRT. He needs to win this fight, but dycha will find the kill. It's all down to malbs now as XNS will fall. Doto has an AK, dycha has an AK, and malbs is running out of time. Has to get onto the bomb. dycha will take him down 16-9. My prediction not coming true, but ENCE will take the first map, and what a map it was.
He can't quite do so yet, though. Instead, as we wait for the follow-up, let's see what can be done by this side. And as we see, hey, a bit of an engagement. There's now Doto sitting at top of these boxes. It's Hades to get the first blood. Doto, he's caught out by Pesadelo with the dual barrettes, and with Hades trading, Hades continuing a massive tyranny of this T side. But for dycha, Pesadelo, and PRT, the exchanges mean Snappi's left in the 1 versus 2. Make that a 1v1 as PRT peeks into him. Snappi with some very clean kills delivers.
And of course, you know, you have to do so responsibly. Gambling is only meant to be fun, so make sure you are doing that. And of course, terms and conditions do apply. First gun round coming in here. PRT put under a little bit of pressure. Finds one, goes down, and TeamOne need to try and get onto this site.
There's an exchange of mollies to try and deter an engagement. Pesadelo and XNS both kind of feel the wrath of that, taking a lot of util damage. And as we see players kind of hiding a banana, or Banana, I do apologise, Donuts. It's XNS and Maluk to get 2 quick kills, leaving Doto through the smoke, good for 1, traded by Maluk, Snappi in the 1v3. And with players on low HP, it's very winnable for him. He's good for the first, he knows the location of the second. The question is, where's the third? As he swings out, that'll be the player. All those pesadelo, he's also caught out. And for Snappi, PRT holding this angle. He tries to do a bit of damage as he scopes in on this position, and well, we get ready for the swing. There's Spinx, who is able to be, well, he tries to swing, he's caught out. There's the trade, pesadelo through the molly, can he cancel the bomb plant? Yes, he can survive as well. As now Hades, the trade leaves us in a 3-on-3, and actually the bomb went down, I apologise. So for a 3-on-2 retake, dycha just hiding in position. He's waiting to see if Dota can assist him with his defense, and as that nade goes off, do we see them boost over this smoke? No, we don't. Instead, XNS taps down that bomb. They get ready for the swing on the trade, and just like that, the bomb's defused. I think ENCE maybe a bit of a miscom there.
I like it. So they are going to play towards candles, and they give up B completely. XNS, though, with a lovely double, has given TeamOne a 2-man advantage, and it's left ENCE in a rather difficult scenario. Oh, the gap in the smoke could be huge here, though.
Doto, does he abuse it? Mal's on the other side. He's caught out. There's one. XNS, does he reveal himself, though? He hasn't, but Doto, he's expecting it. Hasn't quite been seen, though, and instead, XNS hasn't quite been able to get away, and he gets the kill before he backs off. So, perfect spot for him now. As the 2 lone members of ENCE now congregate to candles once again. XNS continues to shut them down now. He's on for another kill now, on for the ace. And can dycha stop him? Well, no, he can't. It's pesadelo's nade to finish this as a retake. You see that bomb, it'll go down, and as malbs tries to cancel it from the angle, Spinx eats a nade in the process. Hades sees the first member, malbs takes damage, Hades gets the kill. Pesadelo looking to trade to avenge his fallen comrade as it falls into a 5-on-3, and while he does so for Spinx, he turns for the flash. Hades for another, Pesadelo for his second, Pesadelo on for his third as dycha's seen and tagged, but he hasn't quite delivered yet. Instead, Hades holding for the rotation as PRT to fall, Pesadelo in the 1v3, but Hades delivers as he now makes...
Gonna see another investment here from TeamOne. Deagle on malbs and an MP9 on PRT, who was actually found to kill. Look at this aggression through middle. Pesadelo has just pushed all the way through. No Molotov in there, and Spinx just not aware of it. All of a sudden, ENCE are down to 3, and could we see even more? Yes, we can. malbs with a headshot onto Snappi, and I mean, limited weaponry on TeamOne on a few players. All of a sudden, this looks absolutely fantastic for them.
It does. For a 5-on-2, Doto and dycha both coming up this angle. Have to try and engage with one of these members, and while that nade goes off, it has right onto someone. The XNS tickled by it for now, but he's then hit by some bullets, which definitely have a bit more of a bite to them. As that smoke goes down, it should secure a bomb plant, but Pesadelo, while it's good for the first, he's good for the second. Able to flank round that corner. dycha, holds this position. PRT, he's good for the first member. With malbs is able to shut down Snappi. XNS onto Hades means that for Doto and PRT, there's an engagement now. It falls into the 4-on-2. And for Spinx and Doto, what can they do from here? Spinx trying to rotate around this position. Instead has malbs has to worry about Spinx, who is caught out. But Luke, he deploys a flash to reveal himself. So Spinx, he knows where the first members are. Now Doto, it's his turn to be called into action now. That bomb tapped once. Here comes the aggression of Doto. He throws the first. There's Spinx for the second. And Doto for the third. It's an incredible kill. I'm pretty sure he's the only, actually, Guatemalan CS player to kind of break into the international scene.
That is, I mean, that's amazing.
Player is called Kruzan, and he kind of did a few stints in I think he went ESL Pro League like back in the day, but yeah, and he was, I can't even remember what team he was on. I think it was Infinity. The PRT, he deploys that flash into main, tries to keep him back for now, when instead it's malbs to get the first blood. Doto, he goes through a smoke and he's punished instantly for it in candles. However, his sacrifice actually baits TeamOne into thinking it's a hit onto B. Now the smokes get deployed, and now PRT is called into action, but only to be killed by Spinx. For the remaining members of TeamOne, if Maluk can't survive it, then they're in a lot of trouble. Luckily for them, he's pretty good at surviving. And with that, and there's Maluk just sits on the wider angle. dycha, does he see him? Yes, he does. There's the kill. There's a 3-on-2 now. And with malbs holding this wide angle, Spinx, he's seen as he considers peeking it, but pesadelo, who now hides behind these boxes, has a perfect angle to work with. 30 seconds left, and TeamOne still kind of worrying as to where the attacker comes from. Pesadelo reveals himself. dycha, on only 12 HP, is also killed out for TeamOne. An incredible
opinion, but this is awfully CT-sided.
Yeah, it is. And for ENCE, this pistol round needs to be good for them. Doto, he sees the first man. He's good for 1. XNS to trade. Hades to continue, though. Hades good for 2. Not quite for 3. Those PRT finishes. They're now a man up over on ENCE. And like that, too, was dycha's good for another. PRT, can he get the plant, though? No, he can't. Snappi through the wall is able to spam him.
Seen just 5 Glocks kind of go for it. And, well, they're going to try and make it work. A bomb plant would be perfect, but, I mean, this is just prime opportunity, really, for Doto just to farm cash and for all these SMGs, really, to rip TeamOne apart.
While we have an eco, do you want a cool gun fact?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so cool gun fact. This is what you're asking, why are deagles so, do so much damage in CS? Why are they broken? So, yeah, the deagle in CS, it's a 50 cal.
I'm not too sure what it even shoots, to be honest.
Usually it's 38.
See, you must be a big gun man. You must be a big gun man. And
I'm in the UK. I can't be a good gun man. I would love to be a good gun man, but unfortunately, the UK doesn't like guns.
Yeah, very fortunate as well. Kind of unfortunate here for ENCE because Doto finds himself into the 1v3.
He shifts around. He's been good for 1 so far, so he has something to work with. And as he goes a bit quiet, it looks like malbs isn't really expecting the flank here. So if he's good for 1, he'll be good for 2, considering the low HP of maluk. Question is, can he kill them? He swings out. maluk, laser-like accuracy, brings TeamOne there. So PK and Spinx now. On the rotation, it's dycha on malbs to exchange blows though with the execution. The fake onto A. Over on B, Hades, his scout is good for XNS. Little does he know though, his flank's compromised by malbs. He actually expects it, letting down the first member. That doesn't stop malbs from getting the kill. Switching to the USB, he tries to pre-fire him. Eventually he does. That bomb goes down regardless though. Switches to the AK. He peeks into dycha. Pesadelo trying to hold this angle. Seen in the process. Caught out by Hades. maluk on the rotation in the 1 versus 2. And as he makes noise, just AK in hand, swinging out. dycha able to get the kill. And ENCE, that force buy, it works. That glass cannon org, while definitely a unique buy in this case, is able to deliver.
I mean, yeah, 2 kills from D are going to be on lesser weaponry, rather, as, you know, a few deagles, a P250. I was going to say a Tech 9, but the Tech 9 is no more. Snappi takes him down, looking for malbs. Needs to be careful, doesn't want to give up anything for free. Instead, it is Hades to find pesadelo. And it's, oh, go on, go for it. The knife, can he get some more? Oh, Doto will take him down, but big money gained there by PRT, and malbs now in a 1v3 at least has a fighting chance.
I mean, more importantly, it's not just money there, it's the ego as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Able to get that ability.
Problems, as a lot of teams are. It's a bit of an enigma that a lot of teams haven't really figured out just yet, but everybody seems to have a very strong CT presence on this map, and Hades, he's got probably the biggest presence in the server. It is going to be taken out of his hands there, though, and maluk gives TeamOne
angles, but they're not really going to go further ahead than this unless something wild happens from Doto, and well, it does. Malbs shuts him down, and just like that, it's a matter of
going to be Snappi holding, but 15 seconds, this could be difficult.
Let's see what can be done in this defense. Snappi is good for the first. A perfect opening for him there. He tries to double down. Oh, it's close, but malbs delivers, leaving dycha in the 1v2. A circumstance that he's all too familiar with, and a circumstance he is all too familiar with winning. maluk hiding in candles. dycha, he's got the timing to try and kill him. He hasn't seen anyone yet, though. Instead, peeking into maluk is going to be a death wish. He jumps across. maluk finishes the job, and just like that. I mean, fair enough. malbs, he's going to lead this charge. He's caught out by Spinx, though, and Spinx, he tries to double down. It's the molly which XNX stands in, which means that Doto's able to get the kill. With a bit of other damage, Doto doubles down. Now maluk needs to be very careful. He's swung by Hades. Pesadelo in a 1v4, and as he hides now. He has to pray he isn't killed, but doto through the smoke gets...
I'm not too sure. I always get asked to say 33, so yeah, I'd say that one as well. Maybe it's just numbers apparently, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have a think about it. I'll come back to you.
Alright, perfect. Pesadelo. He's able to shut down Snappi, and that's a perfect opening for them. With malbs able to chime in as well. Hades is taken down as it falls into a 5-on-3. What can ENCE do on the defense here? As Doto peeks into them. malbs, he's taken down. He gives them... He kind of reduced it just a one-man differential. Definitely helps for them. But can he truly stop them as dycha just rotates back around? It looks like it's ENCE realizing that it could just be an elaborate ruse as they turn their attention back to this B site. The man to stop him is Doto as he peeks in. It's a quick kill for Pesadelo. That should kickstart the take. And for ENCE, that's where things go from bad to worse. We see a follow-up bit of aggression for them. And it looks like ENCE might consider saving here. Spinx just hasn't moved. And even with the bomb down, yeah, it'll be a save from ENCE. So TeamOne, they equalize at 30.
It's close. TeamOne are doing very, very well. It's wasted a little bit. It was a hard shot to hit, but he's not able to connect. Oh, Spinx, great angle to take. Drops the bomb, peeks out, looking for more. Gets the dink, but it's not enough. ENCE now have the man advantage, but TeamOne are making their way towards A. Hades is here. He's going to be the keeper of A. Finds the double, looking for the third. PRT will take him down with a double of his own, and it's Snappi and doto left now to try and pick up a 14. PRT has to recover the bomb, but this should be unwinnable. doto dropping the nade, and PRT will go down as the shrats just fail really to utilize them. So big fan of that. Let's see if it'll work.
PRT ready to swing into them. Spinx is good for 2 though with an insane molly there. Advantages. malbsMd doesn't peek him just yet, and now he does. He peeks in. There's the kill. There's the first for Snappi. It's very quick indeed. Is he the second? There is his second. XNS now going to have a fight for the third. Eventually he gets the kill, but in a 1v5, Jack, this is going to be a 15th for ENCE.
15th for ENCE, and map and series point as well. Let's not forget XNS, that tight down low. doto will finish him off. ENCE only lose 1.
As he does so, he tries to take them down. There's a bit of damage done as he swings out. malbs is for the first. It's XNS to get the kill though. And now for the ENCE defense. It's a missed shot by dycha. There's a time and a place to miss shots like that. And instead, Snappi's the only one who can deliver. Hades is there to try and recover the round as it falls back to a 3-on-3. But Luke, AWP in hand, is going to try and trade it with Snappi sitting atop this position. Hades is there for the first. malbs now over on Donut. He's good for 1. He sees the second man coming, but with XNS low on HP. Suddenly, Snappi is looking deadly. XS with only a Tech 9 in the 1 versus 2. As he tries to swing into these members, he peeks out. Hades sees him. He gets the first kill. He turns around, but Snappi is there to finish the job. And for ENCE, that'll be a 2-0 victory as they shut down TeamOne and they deliver themselves to be the final team to enter that 1-0 bracket.